talk to me so easily and mess with me so carelessly. You were supposed to know I'm in love, I'm so in love. Keep it hard, I won't mind. Maybe running will be better anyway. Hold my hand for a while, even if I know you can be mine. You won't be mine, you can be mine. But stay, but I want you to stay. Keep missing you all day. I hate myself when I can be with you, so stay.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kentorey. It feels good to be back on YouTube. I don't know, I missed you guys. I don't know if you guys missed me, but it's been one hell of a journey. I have to use the microphone on my phone right now because I broke the mic that goes to my camera, so bear with me. Welcome to a new chapter of life with me as I start to navigate, again, YouTube, but just life in general, and just documenting the journey, the process, and everything far and in between. You know, I have a lot of things that I'm currently working on. I have a lot of things that changed in my life for the better, honestly. I've been in isolation for a very long time, and this new chapter requires me to be more out and open and about in different circles and mingling with different people. So I'm excited about how the process of everything that is about to transpire. Just to give you guys an update, I am back in Georgia, Sandersville, Georgia, to be specific. And I've been moving very accordingly to the times and the space here. If you're not familiar with Georgia, Georgia is one of those places where it's outside of Atlanta. To me, I think Georgia is the best state to live in. I personally feel like Georgia is one of those states to where you have everything that you need, and that anything that you could get in another state, you could pretty much get it here. And Georgia, with Georgia being so big, you could really drive up north to get to the mountains. You could drive down south to get to the beach. You could drive to Atlanta to get the city life. You could drive to Savannah to get more of it's a city life, but also it's touristy. You know, you got the islands, Jekyll Island, Sea Island, Augusta, which is similar to South Carolina because they're so close. You really get the best of both worlds being here in Georgia, and I love it. You know, it took me some time to spend living outside of Georgia to understand that I could see myself settling down here for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? Especially since I got family and stuff here. I've been wanting to be back and really just embrace the time that I didn't get to enjoy here because I left and went to college, so I didn't really get time to really sit back and enjoy what my hometown has to offer, but also the surrounding counties. But it's a lot of things that's in place. I'm gonna take you guys with me to the gym, introduce you to my business partner, and we have some things coming along to where I announced it in the Discord and Patreon about a month ago that we had started a business, and it was a basketball training business. And I don't know if I announced that part, but I announced the business, and that I was working with a business partner of mine, and we've been able to establish one second. Cash, get over here. We've been able to establish a very solid foundation as far as our business. I'll let him introduce what it is that we're doing, but just so he can introduce himself. We've been able to come home and hit the ground running, which is what we wanted to do. We sat back and had a conversation. That conversation led to a business, and we've been able to operate very strategically, and it's been embraced, you know what I'm saying, by our peers and our hometown. And it's been a very, very exciting thing to actually be a part of, and, you know, something to just find purpose in. I feel like we found our purpose. I know I'm talking in circles. Y'all have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think we found our purpose, and And I'm excited to be able to share this journey with y'all and see how far we can take it. And I think this is something that I've been waiting for, something that I've been seeking for, and all the opportunities and the moments past have led me to this moment in time. Exactly. So with that being said, I'm gonna take y'all to the gym. Maybe this introduction wasn't enough. I know I've been going way too long for that to be. A brief introduction, but I do feel good to be back. As you can see, the camera quality is better. And yeah, trying to really bring in some real deal footage and really be intentional with how I present this to you guys. And it's gonna be a journey, and I'm excited. But yeah, we're gonna continue with this vlog. I'll continue to explain more as time goes. I'm sure more will come to mind, but let's get to this gym.
Stop playing games with me, man. All you're doing is hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. Stop playing games with me. All right, now, I have Coach Johnson and Darren Harris, all right? They are new founders of Development Coach, a Two Steps Ahead program in Sandersonville, Georgia. Coach Harris is coach at Fresno State. He's coach at New Mexico State. Coach at South Georgia Tech in this league. Played at Albany State, been around it, been doing it a long time. And Gutierrez played overseas, played at Coastal Georgia. Now they're back in Sandersonville, where they're from, giving back to their community. So I just wanted to bring them over to share a few minutes with you guys to really understand how hard it is to get to that next level while you guys taking this opportunity for granted. All right, Coach.
First and foremost, one, I played as a player. He was a coach in South Carolina, USC Soccer Hatchet. So like Coach G's been around for forever. And so first he was somebody that I looked at as an opponent from a coach standpoint, then he turned into a bigger mentor for me, and he's helped me along the way as my coaching adventure. Like he mentioned, I started off at a high school in Lee County, and I moved over to South Georgia Tech in Georgia in our league. Then I moved over to Chipola in Florida, and every step of the way through my coaching journey though, Coach G's been there. Every step. Advice, knowledge, giving me real information. He's a real dude. And that's why even today, I enjoy and I love being able to come here for one and to be able to catch it back up with him, but also impart to y'all about what this is. Like this JUCO lifestyle, we both played. Me and Kentorey. In the same league, playing in the same gym, going on the road and doing different things. Now in South Georgia Tech, and we think like, hey, we might not be able to do it from here, what it takes. Like South Georgia Tech, we grind it every single year, every single day. As a player, I grind every single day. And it don't be easy. I'm small. Y'all look at me like, man, this dude probably can't even hoop. I guarantee you right now, if I put my hooping shoes on, I'll beat every one of y'all still as a 34-year-old man. I know, shake your head. I like that. But it's a mentality, though, of being a dog. And I know how much of a dog he is. How much grind in me. And when it comes to the academic side of doing things on a day-to-day basis, real sacrifices. And it ain't easy. So when you get to this point, imagine your high school teammates that would have died to be in this position, what y'all doing right now. God has given y'all an ability to have an athletic career, to be able to be fluid enough to do different things on the basketball court. But he also gave you requirements of what it takes. And that's going to school the right way. That ain't smoking. That ain't drinking. And that's a real sacrifice. And again, it ain't easy. But I'm going to watch y'all today, and I really do believe, just from what I've heard, that y'all got a team to go to Hutch. And our team at South Georgia Tech, my second year there, we went to Hutch. Had 4 players go Division I from going to Hutch as a team. It wasn't already Division I. You get some buzz, but winning, it cures everything. So everybody go D2, go NAIA. I played D2, so a lot of people think D2 ain't good basketball. D2 is real good basketball. NAIA is real good basketball. So like every level you play at, like be the best and be a hooper at whatever that level is. And don't focus right now on NIL, and I know that comes later. Focus on the groundwork, being in the gym early, going to sleep, eating the right way, encouraging your teammates, being a leader, having high energy in here. And as a former Division I coach at Fresno State last year, if I was in here evaluating y'all, I'm gonna tell you the first thing I'm gonna look at, body language. I'm gonna look at your attitude. When you make a good pass to somebody and then he missed the pass, like, or do I come up to him, hey, it's all right, we good, we get the next one, let's go. That mentality of hustling on the ball, for a loose ball, diving on it. What we consider a 50-50 ball, I believe we turn into an 80-20 ball. 80% of the time, that's my ball diving on the floor for a loose ball. He was my high school and college teammate, and he can attest to it. I got my teeth knocked out in a region high school basketball game with the door on the floor for a loose ball, and it happened again when I went to college. And I got right back in the game, and we won that region game. They got right back in the game in college, and we won that game. So it's about sacrificing for the greater good of the group. So I'm excited to watch y'all. And I want to see y'all individuals be able to not just have his contacts and connects, but all the connects that I can be able to have. Like, hey man, you need to go check out this dude in East Georgia, man. He can play. And it ain't just about scoring. It's about being a dog, picking up 94 feet. It's about offensive rebound. It's about talking on the weak side. It's about running out in transition. It's about making the extra pass. So I'm excited about seeing y'all today, but I also want y'all to know like what y'all, this moment that y'all have, and to use every day as a real life lesson to try to get better. Not only for yourself, but for your teammate. Not only for your teammate, but for your brother. Not only for your brother, but for your family. And it's a collective thing. This JUCO, it's a frat. It's like we in this, I promise you, I feel like I know all y'all already, just because I understand the scenario of what this is. So I want to hold y'all, but I want y'all to understand this mentally, what it takes to physically go do what you want to go do. So I'm excited to watch y'all, and I hope the best for you. And after the fact, y'all got any questions, you want to talk about some stuff, me and Coach Kentorey, like we'll be here to be able to answer any questions that y'all may have. All right? So good luck today, fellas. Happy to watch y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Pretty much. I mean, going into this, we had a conversation about how we wanted to have a vision about the things we wanted to start. First of all, I didn't tell them what we're doing. So the business, for you guys who don't know, is called 2 Steps Ahead. What we're doing is we're back in our hometown, which allows us to be more of a presence that has been missing, I feel, here in over the past. Well, really, it's like something new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something that we didn't have growing up. And it allows us to bring back and give back to our community, which is something that we've been talking back and forth for a while now. By the way, this is Jaron Harris. He's my business partner. He's my friend, one of my best friends, closest friend I grew up with down here in Washington County. What's going on, brother? We grew up playing rec league basketball together, high school basketball together, college basketball together. So if anybody knows me, y'all know how hard I work, how disciplined I am when it comes to creating content or just in general. If I put my mind on something, I'm gonna do it. And by now y'all know that. So for me to have somebody here with me who thinks how I does, who game plan and figure out things in a way that make it make sense, I haven't had that in a business partner for a very long time. And that's not to say anything about anybody else, but just to be realistic. And they know that too. Just like how we think it makes sense for us to collab and do something together. So I want to introduce y'all to Jaron Harris. He's going to be a very important piece to what we're building on YouTube, and y'all gonna see him a lot. Y'all get to know his personality too. But yeah, what's good, brother?
How you doing, my man?
Yeah, how you doing? Well, yeah, just introduce yourself, bro.
My name is Jaron Harris. Like Kentorey said, I'm from Washington County, our hometown. We grew up together. Like Kentorey mentioned too, we played rec ball, high school basketball, college basketball together, and we really have grown a very, very tight connection. One really since we started playing high school basketball together, and then that carried on to college. And his mentality and my mentality definitely align with each other, how he thinks, how he processes things, his work ethic, his day-to-day approach. He believes in being great. And we both, through the work of just timing and God and faith and divine, we came back to our hometowns during the same time. So it made sense. We made a call, got on the phone with each other, and worked out logistics to partner with each other to open up this academy that we're building together. So I'm happy definitely to be working with Kentorey one-on-one.
Bro, like like you wake up happy, like ready to work, bro. Like I ain't had that feeling in a long time. And since I started YouTube, like I used to obsess over creating videos. Like I've lost relationships over this, like, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of not relationships as intimate relationship, but just like I had to cut off so many people because it was like a distraction at the time. Like I had to lock in, bro. Like I was editing video, 4 or 5 videos a day, because we were pushing out content like that. So I had to just really lock in, bro. So to be on this journey, it reminds me of that time, you know what I'm saying? Because you can almost see where we're going. And not to make this such a serious a video, because like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot more content and a lot more things that people could get to see behind the scenes, personality-wise. We get to introduce them to the kids that we're training, and for them to get to see like from start to finish. The camera, I just got this camera like what, a month ago?
Yeah.
So we haven't been able to capture everything so far, but this is an introduction back to YouTube. So, nah, bro, I'm excited, bro.
No, I think it's a great opportunity, I feel like, to really be a trailblazer to something too. I think both of us have a very visionary mindset when it comes to creating. Of course, you've created content just throughout the years of what y'all have built and did, and just what we see together in this aspect of basketball. And we're both passionate and we love this game, and how we've already seen the impact we've been able to make with kids and clients that we've worked with so far. So I really think it's gonna be a dope thing that we're just gonna do together and be able to build on outreach, not even just from our community, our hometown, but further out. So it's gonna be real dope.
Oh, tell him what you, like, bro, he's a coach that has coached on all levels, and that's something that we both do. Like, we're not gonna tell y'all about ourselves, our accomplishment. We have to do it for each other. So, tell them like where you started in your basketball journey, like after college.
Okay. Yep. So once I graduated from Albany State University, played basketball there, and immediately once I graduated, I started high school coaching at a school called Lee County, and it's a county over from Albany, and I was there for 3 years, and really connected with. Had some really great coaches over there that I connected with, mentors, guys that I still talk to a lot. And I moved on from Lee County to closer up here to my hometown. And I thought I was going to coach, but I ended up not coaching there. And I started the first training business there in my hometown. Well, not my hometown, it was in Jefferson County. Yeah. But I had moved back here to our hometown and was here for another 3 years. And from that connection, I built a conversation with the mayor of the city that we was in, and opened up just slight training sessions for him and his kids, and worked on some other kids that were in the community. And that led me during COVID, that was during 2020, that led me to start college coaching at South Georgia Tech. And our old assistant coach was the women's coach and the AD over there. And he asked would I be interested in wanting to start college coaching. I said yes. And that started the initial, for me, like growing my knowledge even more when it came to like basketball to a higher level at the college level. So we were there for 3 years, or 2 years rather, at South Georgia Tech. And in those 2 years, we put out multiple Division I players, multiple Division II players, NAIA players, and I was, without the title, I was the head of our player development program. And I love the one-on-one sessions that we were able to build with those players to see where their games need to grow and how we need to tweak certain things to see the betterment of each player. And then I moved on from South Georgia Tech to Chipola, which is one of the most nationally known JUCOs in the country.
Yeah.
And I was blessed and fortunate to be able to do that through an old friend of mine that I knew in Albany when I was at Albany State. So again, like the divine nature of it. And then being there, we had 6 or 7 Division I players there. We were number 1 in the country, first time in school history, which led me that next year to move on to New Mexico State. And I was on the women's side.
Right.
And that was the first time being on the women's side, which was a really new journey. Again, I was head of our player development program and had one of our players who's actually on the testimonial. Her name is Molly Kaiser, who we built with. She's one of the hardest working girls I've ever been around, one of the hardest working players, period. And her mentality, her work ethic, how she loved to watch film, it was like an extension of another coach, but in a player mode. And she's overseas right now playing basketball, currently now too. So then from there, I moved on to Fresno State University, back to the men's side, Division I program in California, and another beautiful opportunity to meet new coaches, new players that were the same type of just love for the game. Learned so much with our player development team, our player development, our assistant coaches that we had, and God led me to come back close to here.
That's right.
And I felt like I was chasing another dream, but God said He had another story for me. So I moved back to Georgia and was here for about 2 months, and then we connected.
Right.
We got on the phone call, had a good conversation. I didn't even know that you knew I was back, and it was just like a divine talk. We talked for about an hour and a half, 2 hours about just life and everything, and we worked on our visions being aligned with each other, and from that vision, we started our business. So I think it's been a real journey, and it allows, I think, everybody even understand that your journey continues to evolve and change. And as long as you follow your passion, which I love about, that's what you do, and I know I do that as well, like following your passion, like you align yourself to your purpose.
Right.
And I think right now we're just in our purpose, and like I said earlier, it's a real dope feeling.
Yeah. And we talk about that, like how moving in our purpose led us here. And it's just funny, like the dynamics of all the things that, and we talked about this, but just like how I've become like an expert in my field when it comes to videography or content creation or marketing, website design. And you've, for lack of a better term, an expert in your field, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to coaching. And we still got room to grow.
Absolutely.
But, and yeah, that goes to me too. I'm not consider myself an expert, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We still have room to grow, but for the fact that we've taken the right steps, you know what I'm saying? We've done the things that it's considered the hard work. We've taken pay cuts. We've been not paid, you know what I'm saying, for doing the things that we enjoy doing, and just for all that to actually like mesh, and we've been able to grow at a rate that's sustainable for us doing this full time.
Absolutely.
Being at home, like you said, we at the end of the day we still got to get paid for what we're doing, but understanding that's not the purpose. I'm saying God gonna provide that for us. You know what I'm saying, in that as we continue to transform our vision. But bro, it's been a blessing, bro, and I'm very excited to be able to be on this journey with you. You know what I'm saying, and be able to look forward to what's to come. I remember having a conversation at Pickle Barrel, and we was just like, bro, we're gonna look back on this moment. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even been a year yet, it's been a month. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna look back on this moment and just see how we've been able to make an impact. And that's exactly what we're doing, bro. It's a beautiful feeling.
It really is, man. And just even piggybacking off that, though, dude, I think, again, I necessarily wouldn't have been comfortable stepping into this realm with anybody else in the same space, in the same way in which you say, like, because you are an expert at what you're doing. And I personally, I had my own ideas when it came to the website design, and then of course we had our conversation. Like, it was a beautiful transition. Like, oh no, like this is yours. This is what you do. This is how you're great in your creativity and your brain. So it allowed me to stay in my lane of what I'm good at doing and allow you to flourish in your lane and like what you're good at doing. And that's why I love our relationship, because we see things from a how does it need to be done, not from an ego standpoint.
Yes.
You know, like however it needs to be done, however we need to handle it, from a conversation, from actionable steps. Like we both collaborate that with each other like all the time. So I personally just appreciate that as a business partner, to have somebody who's one, my best friend, but also two, has a business mentality when it comes to being efficient and holding each other accountable. So not to serious this out again.
No,
but
you're
like,
good, but it's real though. It's real, because it's like the ego part is detrimental to a lot of people's businesses, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just getting back into the field of basketball, but it would be a ego-driven thing if I'm trying to get out here and talk on camera. Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
But that's not the goal. Like if my strengths are being behind the camera, why not just stay there? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come a point where they're gonna see me talking more. But we in the beginning stages. You know what I'm saying? So why not use our strength? Me documenting you talking to these kids and catching those moments, those clips, is what's important right now. And it's allowing us to grow at a rate that ego wouldn't allow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it's definitely our purpose to be able to do this thing without having that clash. You know what I'm saying? If I see your greatness, I'm gonna let you shine in your greatness. You know what I'm saying? And likewise. Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, bro, I just wanted to jump on here and give them a brief introduction. Like I said, we're gonna be doing this for a long time, so they'll get to know us as we continue to grow. But yeah, man, I'm excited.
Appreciate it, bro.